Does that activate when I get... Oh my god, stop, that is amazing. Wait, so when I get near the doors, they open. Look how cool that is. Wow, I haven't seen that in a scenery. That gets top marks from me. So in today's video, we're going to be checking out the new SOFLY Bristol scenery and taking the Airbus A319 from here in Bristol up to Newcastle and back. Thank you to all members for the continued support on the channel. Well, hello there everyone, and welcome back to a brand new AviationJack video. Hope you're all doing super well. As you can see, here we are on the ground here at the new Bristol scenery powered by SOFLY. Now, this is a very nice gesture of SOFLY to give me this scenery, to show off to everyone and to you guys. So I want to quickly start this video off by saying thank you to SOFLY for that. This is also my first ever product from SOFLY as well. I haven't actually purchased any other products from SOFLY, so this is the first scenery from these developers that I will be checking out. So before we head into the aircraft and fly this aircraft around, we're going to have a little look at the scenery inside the terminal, outside the area, surrounding area, just get a little glimpse of how it feels and how it looks, and then we'll kind of go from there. First of all then guys, I thought we'd start with the ground textures here on the ground. I do think they look quite excellent. They look really high quality. You can kind of see all the different kinds of textures and shades that they have going on here. It does look really nice. See a few ground staff as well walking around. Oh, it's disappearing a little bit. Maybe a little bit of a bug there. Let's come back again. You can see a lot of ground staff, ground service equipment as well. Classic British weather where it started to rain here in Bristol. Not nice weather here at all actually, but I thought I'd just show you off all the ground service equipment plus the people on the ground here. So as you can see, you do have some ground staff playing around with the tug, and obviously some stairs as well which look good. I'm going to head over to the main terminal building and check out some of the interior to see how that looks. So coming here to the front house of the airport, to the main terminal building, got some lovely stairs to walk up. You're greeted with a few more passengers and people over here. Some obviously some works are going on at the moment. There's a little transport interchange here that's been modelled, which looks quite cool. So we've got level 4 parking. Oh, my favourite M&S food. Yum yum yum. Is that in there? Nah. And then you've also got a silver zone. I've never been to Bristol Airport before, so this is all new to me. I'm guessing this is where the bus depot is. Yeah, bus and coach shuttle service. As you can see out here, they've also modelled some buses as well. Quite high quality buses, to be fair. And then heading back in then, and out here is level 4 parking. So as you can see, we've got some lovely parking cars out here. Quite a quiet day at Bristol, clearly. It's not a lot of cars out here. A nice few cars scattered around. It is winter though, isn't it? Not going to get a lot of cars at the moment. Okay, let's head into the main terminal building. So I can try and find my way. Ah, here we go, terminal. Head into the departures lounge. Here we go. So we're greeted with TUI, a lovely TUI check-in desk, and then we're greeted with an easyJet check-in desk as well. And you've got some lovely advertisements up here. A departure board. Well, it's quite a nice clear picture of a departure board as well, which is good. And you've got some nice easyJet holiday adverts plastered all around. Passengers are obviously standing in line, ready to get on our lovely flight up to Newcastle. Is Jane Bolton checking them in? No, Jane's not checking them in. Oh, to be fair, that's at Luton anyway, but you never know, Jane pops around. Got a lovely Burger King down here in the departure lounge as well. Let's head up the stairs and the escalator. And you can see we've got only £10 for whatever it is they're serving in this lovely restaurant. Quite quiet. And then going through here, we've got a lovely line of people heading through security, as you can see. So let's join them. Do you know what I'm supposed to say about the scenery so far is that it's not blocky. So a lot of things are clear, but also what's good is that you can kind of make your way through to departures, and there won't be like a invisible wall behind where you can't go through. You've got to, like, you know, change things. That might change here, I don't know, but we'll figure it out. So, here we go. That's what I wanted.
This is a final call for all remaining passengers travelling with Ryanair on flight FR 7307 to Vienna. Please proceed immediately to gate 12.
Cool, there we go. There's one of the announcements then. There's some stairs. Wonder where that take. Oh, it's just a door. There we go. Right, so yeah, this is the departure lounge, as you can see, and upstairs you are met with a lovely tortilla, which is one of my favourite places to go to. Real California burritos and tacos. Oh, that sounds good. Might actually go for a tortilla after this video. And yeah, this is at the upstairs bit. Head downstairs, and then there's a lot more passengers, as you can see, waiting for their easyJet flight to Newcastle. Oh, nice little summer 2025 thing there about what's arriving at Bristol. I like that. And now let's go and see if we can find how to get to the gates. I don't know how Bristol Airport really works, so I have to say this one does seem to be look, there's our aircraft. A bit more in depth, and there's also a lot more better texture and modelling. Hello. So they were staring right at me. No, so far it's got really nice, good scenery. So let's head up here, and we'll see if we can get on our easyJet plane. There it is. Now I don't quite know how to exit. We might just, you know, have to go down these stairs here. Let's see where this takes us to. Look, some more terminal buildings. This looks about it. So this must be where the buses maybe come and get the passengers down here. Oh god, hello. She's must have a bad back. That's what I do. My back is aching. Oh, look, the door's open. Oh, it's a bit of a thing there, but the door's open and closed. That's pretty cool. Wait, does that activate when I get... Oh my god, stop, that is amazing. Wait, so when I get near the doors, they open. Look how cool that is. Wow, I haven't seen that in a scenery. That gets top marks from me. So when I go back, the door's shut. And when I go forward, they open. Wow, that is very cool. The only thing I will say that it would be better if it didn't happen is when you go inside, it kind of takes you up here, which, you know, could be fixed. Which would be quite nice, maybe a little update, because then you kind of end up quite high up in the sky. But that is a really, really nice feature. Wow. This scenery also does come with a GSX profile as well. Let's get GSX to operate stairs. We'll go with DHL, and then we can get on the aircraft in a second. But before we do, let's have a little look at the overall picture of Bristol Airport. Does look nice. See the slope in the runway as well. We've got a few, you know, very steep entry points to the runway, and up here as well. I'm not sure what runway we're departing on today. Haven't filed the flight plan just yet, but overall the quality of the scenery does look really, really nice. I'm excited to depart from here and also arrive back in. Let's walk up these stairs then, get ourselves into the flight deck, and then we'll start planning the flight up to Newcastle. So have a quick look in the door, all looks good. Open up the flap and step back a little bit and swing open the door. There's a gust lock, click. Inside the cabin we go. Hello, lovely little cabin here. Switch on that lovely switch, and then we're going to head into the flight deck and pop back our high-vis and sit down. Okay, let me show you all the flight plan for today then. So we're easy 5 Tango Golf from Bristol to Newcastle. We're an Airbus A319 with a flight time of 46 minutes, cruising altitude 260, and then we're climbing up to flight level 280 via step climbs. And then we're going to arrive into Newcastle on runway 25 on the PAL 1 November. Departing Bristol on runway 27, which is the runway just to the right of us, just over there. So a nice short taxi out of here today. And then we're arriving, we're departing on the BCN 1 X-Ray. We are on VATSIM. There is no ATC at the moment. There's Scottish control, but that is about it. So let's head to the overhead panel. Switch on the external power. Get some lights on. Battery 1, battery 2, cruise supply, nav can all come on. Switch on these bits and bobs. Switch on the centre fuel pumps. Come down here, and now we're also going to switch this to auto and TA. Atsu over here. We'll get on the PAs for the cabin. And then we're going to go to our EFB Phoenix and tap to import from SimBrief. Bristol to Newcastle, that is all good. Ground services, mass and balance. Load up the aircraft. We'll do GSX boarding only, so we'll get the fuel instantly loaded like so. Also have a quick look at the weather departing Bristol today. So we have, where is it? QNH 1001. Let's set that. There we go. And then the current weather here is 1809 knots, not too windy, but it is overcast as you can see. It's 14 degrees as well. Right, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to plan up the MCDU and I'll get back to you all once everything has finished. And oh look, actually you can see the TCO, or the ground agent, coming out of the stand 22 here to come and greet the aircraft with the passengers. We have got a good GSX profile, so we'll keep an eye on that as we go on with the video. The aircraft has now finished boarding, so we're going to pop on the master switch for the APU and then start up the APU as well. Switch on these fuel pumps like so, and wait for the APU to start up. By the time that's started up, the IRSs should align. I just plugged in my Quadrant and it's come up with reverser 2 locked, so unfortunately it does at the moment show that engine number 2 reverser is currently unlocked, but hopefully when we start up the engines that should hopefully go back in. I haven't got it, like as you can see here, look, it's actually not thingy, so I'm not quite sure why it's done that, but oh well, hopefully it resets itself. IRSs have now aligned. Let's go back and do the rest of the things that we need to do. So we'll send this to the MCDU. Departure perf, runway 27, it is wet here. We'll sync the final load sheet, packs will be off, calculate and send this information to the MCDU. We've got a flaps 2 / up 0.4 departure, 114, 122, 127 for the speeds, and that's everything there. Now with the tropo, we want onto link onto Zulu for runway 27. Yeah, let's do that. Ah, there they are. Don't know what aircraft it is, but we'll figure it out. Figure it out in a second. We need to get ourselves onto Unicorn, which I think we are. Okay, parking brakes released. Ignition start switch. And we're going to start engine 1. There it is. They're arming the doors and cross-checking.
Hello everyone, and a very warm welcome on board this easyJet flight today. A special welcome to our easyJet Plus card holders. My name is Michelle, and I am your cabin manager for today's flight. Also in the cab seat...
Engine 1 is available. We're going to attempt to start engine 2. Hopefully it brings in the reverser.
We are now going to take you through the safety features of this aircraft.
What we'll say though, guys, before I fix that, the GSX profile is really decent. The default one, obviously, is pushing us back here onto Zulu, which is nice, and it's also already, you know, done that lovely boarding sequence. So yeah, I'm quite impressed. I just want these reversers to stow. Not quite sure why they're not.
To adjust and unfasten.
Oh, I didn't shut the front door, did I?
It must be fastened when the seatbelt sign is on, and we suggest you keep it fastened whenever you're in your seat. If the air supply fails, masks will drop from above you.
Parking brake set.
Your confirmation for a good engine start.
Yeah, as good as it's gonna get.
We have a good engine start.
Right, reverser is still out.
Unlocking gear.
Pull on each side. Others. If we land on water, take a life.
It's really concerning.
Put it over your head.
Right, that's reverser green. There we go. Is it going to lock it in? No. Oh, yes, it's done it. There we go. Reversers are back in the way they should be, finally. Right, let's clean up this aircraft then. So ignition start switch back to normal. We're going to be setting flaps 2, ground spoilers armed, and max auto brake on there. Overhead panel, APU bleed, APU off, taxi lights, runway turn off lights, pack 1 and pack 2 off. We'll do a quick flight control check. Full left, full right, full up, full down, full rudder left, and full rudder right. Everything else here is good. We can just start switch. It's there. We'll switch to TRA now, and we'll also pop on the weather radar because it's a nice short taxi. Oh, look at that weather! Wow. Bristol traffic, easy 5 Tango Golf taxi into runway 27 via Zulu. Bristol traffic. Okay, parking brakes released and a bit of engine thrust to get us going. As you can see here, they've obviously modelled the slope quite well because we have a lovely positive pitch here. And you need quite a bit of thrust to get you going, as you can hear. Right, takeoff config test normal. Let's have a quick look at the received messages. Now there is another aircraft taxiing as well. We've got 150 plus 5 on this. Wow. We are quite full. Not taxiing, sorry, pushing back the other aircraft going to Edinburgh. Ah, that aircraft you see there, that is actually, I thought might have been part of the scenery, that is actually a TUI. It's going to Manchester from Bristol, so there's actually a nice little bit of traffic here this morning. Right, let's hear the cabin, what have they got to say.
Cabin secure for takeoff.
Thank you so much. It's started to rain again now. There's that other aircraft that's just pushed back. And then the TUI there. So we've got Edinburgh, Manchester and Newcastle all going domestics today. Quite funny. We're going to go via Alpha, so we're going to pop on the landing lights, strobe lights and takeoff lights. There we go. Looking good. This is Bravo, we're on Alpha. Bristol traffic, easy 5 Tango Golf lining up runway 27 via Alpha, Bristol traffic. See you later guys. We are off. Really good performance as well on the scenery. Really nice smooth performance, as you can see. Okay, we're going to pop on the wiper. So annoying. Okay, spin it on. Do you know what guys, I always try with the wiper, but the noise is just unbearable. It's so squeaky and loud. Bristol traffic, easy 5 Tango Golf, taken off at runway at 27. I've got to redo that because it didn't listen out. Bristol traffic, easy 5 Tango Golf, taken off at runway 27. Alright, 50%. Let's switch the comms. Stable. Man flex SRS runway auto thrust blue. Let's go. Start the clock. Look at the slope here. Wow. 100 knots checked. Pressure back to neutral. V1. Rotates. And that's positive climb. Gear up. Wow. I'm looking forward to landing here for sure. There we go. Gear is up and locked. Goodbye, Bristol. Oh, hello. It's quite the view. And thrust climb. It's lower the nose. Bristol traffic easy 5 Tango Golf airborne passing 2,000 feet on the BCN 1 Tango departure. Flaps 1. Autopilot 1. Pack 1 on. Ground spoilers disarmed and pack 2 on. Flaps up. Landing lights off. Runway tunnel lights, taxi and takeoff lights off as well.
Traffic, Brave Heart 16 Golf, Hotel, via Alpha X-ray, line of takeoff.
There we go, flaps up.
Traffic.
Very gloomy departure from Bristol today. Not very nice. But the scenery and this aircraft is definitely making up for it. That's what is very nice. So yeah guys, that is our departure out of Bristol complete. Let me know what you think of the scenery if you have got it yourselves. My personal opinion departing the airport is it's a really nice rendition of Bristol Airport. I definitely prefer the scenery to the previous ones. They've got a lot of nice touches there, a lot of eye candy as well, which is what I like to see. And as well as that, the performance is excellent. So it's very, very smooth on performance. Obviously, it's quite a small airport, but you know, there are some airports out there which have been made for add-on scenery, which are quite small, but are very, very heavy on performance. Whereas this one is very smooth indeed. So yeah, there we have it. That is the departure out of Bristol. Now we're going to head up on our way up to Newcastle. Let's do an open climb. And then before we know it, we'll be arriving back into Bristol again. Thanks for watching so far guys, and I'll catch you all closer to Newcastle. Welcome back to the flight deck everyone. So we're going to start planning for the arrival into Newcastle. We're not too far out now, so we're going to be landing runway 25 on the Pole 1 November arrival. Let's have a little look at what approach we can do. Ideally I would like ILS 25. We can do the NTC one or just the final. Personally we could do a localizer one. Nah, let's do an ILS. We'll go via NT2. We'll add that in. So we're going to fly all the way from ETS up to NT, and then I believe we're going to be taking a, let's zoom in, I can't quite tell actually, I'm guessing it's going to be a right hand turn for NT and then left here into runway 25. What I might just do instead is go from ETS direct to CF25 and then just bring it in that way, then that will be a bit of an easier arrival rather than just going around. As you can see though, Scottish approaches on and they're avoiding us at every opportunity they possibly can. It's quite funny actually. Cool, and then yeah, let's put this into the flight plan itself. So head down to the MCDU, Newcastle arrival, ILS 25, and we're on the ETSI 1 Kilo. No, we're not. Erase. We are on ILS 25 on the Pole 1 November via NT2, and then return and insert. And then what I want to do is I want to go from ETS, which is here, and we're going to get rid of NT, clear off NT. Oh, clear off NT07, I believe, and then we want to go direct to CF25, clear that off and insert that, and that should be how I would like it to look in the end. Let's have a little look at that. Yep, perfect. That's exactly how I want it to be. Great. Okay, so top of descent is going to be in roughly 42 nautical miles at 12:28. So we've got 6 minutes until top of descent, guys. I will catch you all very shortly. Well everyone, welcome back to the flight deck. We're just at 7,000 feet, descending down to 2,000 feet. We have our auto brake set to low, speed set to 200 knots. So I'm going to reduce it now to about 180 knots for landing. Not landing, but for now. Look at the overhead panel, everything looks good up here. Seatbelt signs are on. We've got flaps 1 currently set. Just help us out with our speed, because it is kind of, we're not very good at slowing down at the moment. The 319 is very slippery on the speed, and we have got a 30 knot tailwind, which kind of explains it. But not too long till we arrive into Newcastle now. It's looking quite nice, much more clearer day than Bristol at the moment anyway. There's quite a few clouds just in the distance over here. We're going to set, approach and also pilot 2. LS is armed on both sides as well. Just gonna slow down the descent rate, just because our speed is slowly creeping up into that red territory. I would like to get the speed down. Now Newcastle should just be to the left of us. I think it's here.
Cabin crew seats for landing, thank you.
We'll extend the downwind. Look how nice the ground scenery looks around here though. Got a lot of industrial sites around Newcastle. Look at all the cars on the motorway down, sorry, on the roundabout and the motorway down there. Looks really nice. We don't come to Newcastle very much, so. The aircraft has captured the localizer, which is good. See, it's locked into place here. And we've just got ourselves going down now to 2,000 feet. So now we should be sticking at this altitude until we reach our glide slope, which is in a little bit. There you go. We're going to hold off the altitude for a second, but at least we've got the localizer. And now during this time, the speed should draw back nice and slowly. And now we'll set our final landing speed, which is 130. Push it in, and then we'll get flaps full set. Newcastle traffic, Easy 5 Tango Golf is on a 6-mile final for runway 25, Newcastle traffic. Speed check, flaps full. There we go. Landing lights on. And now we are set and configured for landing. Flight time's been 41 minutes so far. It was meant to be a flight time of 46, so a little bit ahead of schedule, which is always nice. Okay, let's take out the autopilot. Bleep, bleep, bleep. Dot, dot, dot. There we go. And now we are ready for our arrival into Newcastle. 2 whites, 2 reds, looking nice and good. Wind is a direct headwind, which is nice as well. Makes flying a lot more stable. Newcastle traffic, Easy 5 Tango Golf on final runway 25, Newcastle traffic. have to say the ground scenery is looking very nice on this flight.
$500.
Drifted a little bit low there. Just pick up the
100
nose.
above.
Right, and then start the
Minimum.
descent again. Continue.
Retard.
Touchdown. Always forget how this 319 loves to plummet. Okay, reverses green decel. $60 knots, manual braking, reverses are stowed. Just about, there we go. And then we're going to slow it down and just vacate here to the right. Bit of a firm touchdown on this one. 319 does have a bit more of a slam to the ground. Flaps up, spoilers in. Pack 2 off, APU on. Oh, straighten up the line a little bit, just slow it down. LS off,
Ladies and
LS
gentlemen,
off.
please remain seated with
Start the
your seatbelt
APU.
fastened until the aircraft has come to
Taxi
a
lights
stop
on.
and the seatbelt sign has been switched off. We kindly ask you to take
There
care
we go,
when
flaps
opening
up.
overhead compartments,
Welcome to
as
Newcastle,
items may have
everybody.
shifted during
That was
the flight.
44 minutes
Before you
altogether,
leave us today,
and the landing
please
rate
make
was
sure you
minus
take all your
300.
personal
So
belongings
yeah,
with
it was
you.
a
Don't
bit
leave
stiff.
anything behind in the seat
Not stiff, a
pocket
bit
or
firm.
overhead compartments.
Right, let's figure out a place
For
to
future
park.
travel or to book your next
Be
flight,
quiet.
don't hesitate
Right,
to
let's
visit
go to
easyjet.com.
gate 5.
We would
Nice
like
and
to
short
thank you for
taxi.
flying with easyJet today, and we hope to welcome you on board again soon. Thank you and goodbye.
Okay, off to gate 5. And we're going to switch off the weather radar and make sure that's on TA. And we're going to turn off engine 2 and switch on the electric pump. And here is a number 5. Taxi lights off, and let's swing it in to here. Just about see GSX there. Just about. One, 0. Can't quite see. I'll have to use the hand signals. Yep, there we go. And parking brakes are set. AP is available, AP bleed on, and engine 1 cuts off. And then we'll switch back on that electric pump. And there we have it, everyone. Welcome to Newcastle Airport. Seatbelt signs off, beacon light off, and there we go. Passengers will start to now disembark from their journey, and we'll take this aircraft back to Bristol very shortly. Thank you all for watching this video, guys. I hope you all enjoyed it. I will catch you all in the next one. Oh, I still got the strobes on. I thought, why are they still flashing? I'll catch you on the next one where we go back to Bristol and check out what it's like to land there. Sorry about the hard landing rate on this flight. Hopefully in Bristol, although I wouldn't count too much on it, but the landing to Bristol hopefully will be smoother. We'll find out. But yeah, anyway, thank you for watching. I'll catch you all in the next one. Once again, thank you to SOFLY for gifting me the Bristol scenery, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video. See you soon. Bye bye.